Ha 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 ha, no one can touch me, mate. I'm the golden boy.
Why Jett Lawrence and the industry might have a bigger problem than they realize. Hey everybody, Walty Wanders, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the Anderson-Lawrence incident because I believe the industry is trying to sweep this under the rug just a little bit. Now, this can go one of two ways. But we have to look at both sides of this coin. I think I saw a recent interview. I think it was Jason Thomas, JT, and he had a chance to talk, I think, to some of the guys over at the Cowie truck, and they're like, yeah, no harm, no foul, we're already off, and we've moved on. I think the industry likes to sweep these things under the rug, and I think we can all agree that they've already coined and utilized Jett Lawrence as the vehicle to take the industry to the next level. They're looking at Jett pretty much as the next Bubba, the next McGrath, the next Ricky. They're really putting this guy, they're all in on Jett. And while his talent clearly is on display, and I get it, I believe it might be a little too early for that, but I can understand why the machine that the industry is these days is in fact going that route. But I believe we have to tackle the elephant in the room on this one. And we're going to take a look at some polling today. We asked this question on the community page of the YouTube channel. If you're new, get subscribed and get involved with the polling because we reveal a lot of that there and we have a little fun getting into the comments so you never know when your comment's going to be used. Thank you to all my regular guys. We've got a lot of good dudes in this channel, a lot of guys supporting the work that we're doing, a lot of guys providing intel, a lot of guys giving their feedback, a lot of guys bench racing, and we even have a few haters. And like I was saying, it's all good. I've been in the industry for a long time, and that's why I always say, even with Jetson, you guys got to understand, this is one of the first things I learned when I was working in the industry and I started getting some level of hate or criticism. Is that at first I was offended and I wanted to go toe to toe and keyboard warrior up. And then I got to the point where I was like, you know what? If people are talking crap, at least they're talking, right? I'm doing something right. You can't please everybody all the time. So get involved. We're going to have a little fun here today. But I believe what we're dealing with now with Jetson, you see, he was the chosen one, the golden boy. The industry has pretty much went all in. It's a bunch of suits in a conference room that don't ride, basically Wall Street backed entities. Now, investing in the sport, and they're utilizing Jetson as the poster boy of their vehicle to get dollars. And I think I read in one of the comments where one of you guys were actually like, you know what? I really liked seeing this out of Jetson. I like the fact that Jetson pulled over El Hombre and grabbed him and got in his face a little bit. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, you know what? You're right. This is good. And I'll tell you why. Because you see, I'm not sure. I've always said this. Jetson, I don't know how on board he is with being the squeaky clean, Justin Bieber of MOTO. And that's really what they've done with this kid. I think he's played along. He's cashing in. He's going to ride the train for as long as they can. He's not an idiot. His family's smart. They're like, dude, we're getting paid. This is our opportunity. This is like hitting the lotto. This is like a slot machine at Vegas where we don't race anymore that continues to pay out. They're cashing in. So it was not, on one hand, I get it. I'm really glad to see Jetson actually, be like, I'm not going to be your poster boy. I'm a rider. I want to be a rider first, a poster boy second. But I think the fact that he's selling out with the donuts and this fan fest thing where they're selling tickets. I know it's just the machine and an agent and everybody directing this. So this is a really good thing for our sport. But we got to pull this apart a little further because I think what we need to agree on, or if not, just leave it in the comments where you're at with this. But I believe what we saw out of the industry, or not even the industry now, I'm talking about the riders who really matter. The riders had kind of like conceded to the fact that this dude's really fast, like we're studying his film, he's got all this natural talent. They're trying to figure it out. They're like, where is he making up all the speed? How is he so fast? And he's just because he's young, he hasn't been compromised, he hasn't had the big injury, he's completely fit. and he's got a lot of natural talent. But his efficiency is what makes him fast. He doesn't have that wow factor like a McGrath throwing a knack-knack, or a Bubba throwing a massive scrub, or a Ricky just like hanging on for dear life, just going as fast as he can, willing to go checkers or wreckers. He's not that rider. There's really nothing about him other than extremely fluid. But other than that, he doesn't have anything really that staples his move. And I was thinking about this. We always had, like, even Ricky, he would throw a can-can, or Jeremy would throw the knack-knack, or Pastrana, he would throw some heel clickers. Like, the riders today, they're not throwing any more tricks off the finish line jump. I think instead of selling donuts, Jetson, you got to learn how to do like a can-can or a heel clicker, or a knack-knack, or something like a trick to staple yourself. I think that's what we're missing in the sport now. And, the sport doesn't want us doing freestyle tricks on the track. And it's just ridiculous. That's why I love Pastrana when he was like, screw it, I'm going to do a backflip. Find me if you want. Is this, that's what I'm going to do. But here's my point. Let's cut to the chase. My point is this. I think what we're going to see now is the riders are not going to embrace Jett the way they were. I think they were afraid to really ride Jett hard. They were afraid to talk bad about him. They were afraid to go against what the industry has already decided. He's the poster boy. He's going to take us to the next level. You guys better get on board, or you're going to, you're not going to be in good favor and good standing with the industry. But you see, everybody has their breaking point, and I'm really glad it was Jason Anderson, El Hombre, because he's a fan of the channel. He's watched this channel. He's endorsed me. He knows I'm just speaking the truth. And while I might not get everything right, I'm saying a lot of the things that they've thought, the riders have thought, and because I've worked in the industry knee deep in this thing, in the trenches, boots on the ground, for a lot of years, and did it the hard way, he understands and respects that. I know a lot of the haters don't understand that or don't respect that, and that's cool. But here's the thing, what I'm thinking. Moving forward, this is a big moment for Jetson, and here's why. I believe, just like Jason Thomas was trying to say that this has all been forgotten, they're going to move on, there's like nothing to see here. I believe there certainly could. It didn't help the situation. I believe riders now, I bet you, riders are not going to just pull over for this guy. Riders are not going to just bow down to Jetson anymore. He's opened the door now to show like you actually had a little bit of a brat in you, and you got a little bit bratty out there. And up until this point, you were very poised, but you've now shown a chink in your armor. I believe the other riders, he didn't do himself any favors by displaying that behavior with the other riders. So without further ado, let's go ahead, jump over to some polling and read a few of your comments. Then we're going to meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, race fans, buckle up, strap in, hold on to your hats and your glasses as we do a little whistle blowing and blow the lid off another one. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, Jett will be loved by the other riders after the El Hombre incident or not liked by the other riders after the El Hombre incident. 16% of you said, oh yeah, the other riders are absolutely going to love him for that. Well, 84% of you said, I don't know, bro. I don't think the other riders are really digging what they saw out of the chosen one. Well, let's go ahead and take a lap around the comments and see what's going on there. First out of the starting gate, cut and dry, rocking an open face and some work boots, says he needed to learn that he's playing with the old dogs now. Lots of guys predicted Jett would have incidents like this. I was kind of hoping it would be Bam Bam or Freeze, though. Boom! There it is there. Let's go ahead and hear it from our next rider. Sketchy XC comes flying into the first corner. Vince Freestyle chops off cut and dry with Endo handled him appropriately. I hope Jett realizes that was just a warning. Boom! Wet Dookie throws some sticky roost with made me a fan. I always thought of him like a donut. Too sweet for dirt bikes. Awesome to see he has some balls and has words with Mr. Probation. There it is there. I kind of agree with you, bro. Let's keep riding. YZETC comes flying into the rhythm section like Ricky on a Triumph with all the other riders already didn't like Jett. This incident only reinforces that. Bring on A2 Triple Crown for releasing all that tension. Uh-oh, it looks like we might have some Triple Crown drama. Let's keep going. WCZ throws the Mad Goon Air off the finish line jump with He needs to be held accountable for his actions, not just pay a fine if Anderson gets one, and open the Jonas Brothers fan zone for free for the rest of the year. Maybe even give out some free donuts. Boom! And there it is there. Thanks to everybody for sharing their comments. Feel free to jump in and read the rest. Now let's get back to the studio and wrap this one up. Welcome back, and there you go. You guys have spoken. The riders, this is the way they feel. They're not happy with what Jetson did. He definitely didn't make any new friends on the track. Now, like our one commenter that I referred to, that I read his comment, I believe over on Walty Wanders MX on Instagram, jump over there and bench race too. He was pretty active. He's like, I'm actually glad to see Jetson not go for the full goody two shoes, chosen one. He's actually going to get in there and fight a little bit. And I think that's good. That's what we need. Now, Jetson, here's the thing, like we've talked about before, with Danger, with a lot of these guys, even Ricky in the booth, you're going to go through your hazing period. That's where he's at now. He's good. Any pushback that I've given, and I believe I've done it in a very politically correct way. I haven't bashed him. I respect him. The talent's undeniable. He's more than likely the guy that's going to go on and probably be the guy to beat, maybe for years. We don't know. He's shown a chink in his armor now. I don't know. This might not be a runaway season anymore, and I like that. But he is, in fact, going through his hazing period, and I believe the riders now, when they see him on the track, will treat him differently prior to the Anderson incident. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested. Jetson, welcome back to the swimming pool. You've been getting in there a couple times this year already. This is actually a good thing, Jetson. Jetson, do you, dude. Do not become the Justin Bieber of the sport. Do not keep peddling donuts. Do not keep peddling FanFest tickets. Go do you. If you're a pissed off, angsty teen, or not teen, but young guy, go be angsty out there. Grab a few more helmets. Go grab somebody else's helmet. We don't care. We just want to see you be you. Good, bad, or indifferent. And that's why Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.